Happy Monday, my YouTube friends and family, and welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. This is Lindsay, and I am back with more daily work from home job leads for you. Today, I am sharing companies that are hiring to do case entry. We have one that's paying $24 an hour to do data entry. We have social media moderating. Of course, I threw in some customer service too. So hopefully we have a mixed bag, a little bit of something for everyone. But as always, links, timestamps, all additional information you may need can always be found in the YouTube description box below the video. I do just always ask that if you enjoy anything that I share, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, like button. But starting off, we have a CorroHealth hiring. CorroHealth has 324 reviews from past and current employees, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.7 out of 5 stars. They are hiring a case entry specialist. This is remote for the United States. Everything that I'm sharing is for the United States only. That's where my expertise lies. My experience is in the United States job market. Now, one thing to note about this, they're looking for somebody to work kind of an off shift. Tuesday through Saturday, 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. So just know it's not quite a second shift. It's kind of a weird shift, and you will be working on Saturdays. Pay is going to be $18 an hour. They're looking for somebody to basically transcribe information from clients' electronic medical records into the required electronic format and system, checking your completed work for accuracy. So you're basically going to be reading information or listening to audio files or something out of an patient's electronic medical record, and you are going to be typing it up in the correct format. You're monitoring shared inboxes. I'm assuming those are email inboxes for internal request dashboards, receiving and documenting incoming emails, calls, tickets, or voicemails that come in. Just following up with clients and internal staff through email or phone. You might have to pick up the phone and make an outbound phone call if you need additional information to complete those patients' medical records. Now, while they prefer somebody who has a bachelor degree, it's not required. Only a high school diploma or a GED is required. And somebody who can be very detail-oriented, somebody who is extremely organized and has kind of critical thinking skills. Now, you are going to have to make sure that you can follow HIPAA guidelines. And they do prefer somebody who has kind of like previous knowledge of how electronic medical records work. Not required, but you do have to be able to navigate around a computer, all those software systems like Microsoft Office. Now, if you're somebody who has great customer service skills, so you could give other people feedback on how to make their customer service better, OneSource Virtual is hiring. They have 469 reviews, an overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.7 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a quality assurance specialist for their benefits department. Again, remote work from home for the United States. And they're looking for somebody to make sure that there's quality across the employee services department for both internal and external customers. This means you're providing service to internal and external customers in that call center environment, effective with your communication skills through telephone, email, and in person. So what you're going to be doing is performing those quality reviews of team tickets and call recordings, providing objective documented feedback. So you're not the one actually taking the phone calls. You're listening into the phone calls and the customer service person and kind of scoring them and grading them, kind of marking what they did right, pointers for what they could do next time to make their customer service better. And of course, you're writing all this down and documenting this feedback so that you can resolve any quality issues and escalations. So you might have to, if they have a call that they just can't solve, you might have to reach out to that customer and take like an escalated phone call to provide those customer service. But most of the time, you're just grading them and giving them feedback. Now, it only requires a high school diploma or GED and somebody who has 3 years of related experience or training. Of course, it's preferred that you do have some kind of customer service experience. You can navigate around a computer. Other than that, just somebody who has great attention to detail, has strong like research, follow-up type skills, someone who can multitask. Now, sadly, this one did not list pay. That will need to be discussed with them at the time of the interview. Next up, we have the company Epiq hiring. They have 2,000 reviews from past and current employees, that overall employee satisfaction rating of 3.5 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a document service specialist. Again, this is full-time remote work from home for the United States. It does look like they're based out of Phoenix, but they're looking for somebody to help streamline their administration and business operations. Somebody who can work 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. I'm assuming that's going to be in whatever time zone that Phoenix is in. But they're really looking for somebody to just work with documents, creating, revising, reformatting, and converting those documents into various support software, including Microsoft Office applications, PDFs, transcription software, like entering these documents into those different softwares, preparing and editing these documents, spreadsheets, and charts. So you're just basically providing all kind of administrative support for the documents that they need, troubleshooting any document inconsistencies, and so you'll do some typing with this too, transcribing audio and digital dictation, of course, into like a written document for deposition transcripts. So you're going to have to make sure you're good with your spell check, proofreading, and grammar. Only requires a high school diploma or GED. And they prefer somebody who has 1 year working in some kind of a document outsourcing in the legal industry. Not required though, as long as you have the ability to learn the different responsibilities listed, so you can learn quickly, do self-guided learning, like self-guided reading and training, PowerPoint slides. You can kind of learn from self-guided material. You can multitask, and of course you've got to be able to work a computer, especially those Microsoft Office systems, because you're going to be working heavily with Word and Excel, things like that. Pay for this role is anywhere from $19.88 an hour up to $22 an hour. And if you're looking for data entry, KForce is hiring. Now, KForce is a staffing agency, so they have a lot of clients that are hiring that come to them and give them jobs. And then KForce is tasked with finding the right people for those jobs. I always say never fear staffing agencies. I've worked for many companies as a permanent employee that use staffing agencies to fill some of our positions. So sometimes you can just get in front of the right people with these staffing agency jobs and then get hired on with a company as a permanent employee later on. It happens all the time. But KForce has 3,600 reviews with an overall rating of 3.9 out of 5 stars. They are looking for an HR or human resources data entry specialist. Now, this pays anywhere from $20 an hour up to $24 an hour. They are based out of Walnut Creek, California, and they're looking for somebody to support their national human resources and talent management team. And because their team is nationwide, this position is fully remote, work from home, and candidates can sit anywhere nationwide, so you can be in any state. They have no state restrictions. You do have to work Pacific Standard or those California time zone hours though, so just know that if you're outside of that time zone, you'll kind of have to convert your hours to see if that'll work for you. They are looking for somebody just to do mid-volume data entry. They say speed is not critical with this one, so the actual speed at which you can type is not important, which is rare for data entry jobs that we see. You are going to review a lot of job descriptions, content, and formatting and auditing. So they probably want you to spend time kind of proofreading over these job descriptions, making sure it's formatted correctly. You're going to perform job analysis requirements, create pre-screening questions at a very fast pace. And so what I think that means is you're going to come up with different pre-screening questions, and you're going to continue to do that. It's not just like one and done. You'll kind of have to keep coming up with different pre-screening questions for like people who are applying for jobs. So you are basically helping the staffing agency have all of their job descriptions typed up and entered into the system, and the people applying for them entered into the system. Only requires a high school diploma or GED. Of course, you got to know how to work basic software systems like Microsoft Office, great attention to detail, and somebody who can manage time and priorities effectively. Now, this next job we'll go through quickly because they're only hiring in certain states, but we have Social Factor hiring. They have 47 reviews with an overall rating of 4.0 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a social media community moderator. Now, please note this is part-time and it is temporary. They're kind of looking for somebody to moderate their social media platforms. They are only hiring in certain states right now. Those are Arkansas, Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Maryland, Michigan, Mississippi, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, and Virginia. Again, part-time work in the English language. If you speak other languages like German, French, Spanish, Portuguese, Korean, or Japanese, they also really want to hear from you. But they are looking for somebody just to moderate or make sure that their social media pages don't have any bad stuff on them. So you're going to kind of review, make sure that you're flagging and removing any inappropriate content, and of course responding to comments or addressing any questions. They are looking for somebody who has a deep understanding of like language pop culture, somebody who has previous social media experience, someone who has great multitasking, organizational skills, great spelling and grammar. Of course, you have to have your own computer set up with this one. And if you're looking for basic customer service, you don't mind being on the phone, TaskRabbit is hiring. They have 173 reviews, an overall rating of 3.1 out of 5 stars. They are looking for a customer support advocate. Now, TaskRabbit, if you have not heard of them, they work with big companies kind of like IKEA. So when you buy furniture or order things online or buy things from IKEA that come in boxes that have to be put together, you have two choices. You can put it together yourself or you can hire someone to put it together for you. And so that's kind of these big companies that sell these products work with TaskRabbit. TaskRabbit employs people like little handymans in local areas that will come put your stuff together for you. And so, of course, when people are scheduling appointments for someone to come into their home and put furniture or different products together, they have to have a customer service line. So they're looking for somebody basically to answer their phones and prioritize customer satisfaction, recognizing the needs of the customers, and just striving to have a balance of urgency and genuine care with the customers. Of course, you're understanding customer needs, preferences, and giving all feedback up to your higher up so that the customer service process can just run better. They are looking for someone who has 1 year of customer service experience, somebody who can kind of be a problem solver, be empathetic with customers, demonstrate proficiency in communicating effectively. No college degree is needed, and they do have some different shifts that they're kind of looking for. They're detailed out here. It does look like they are all outlined in the central time zone. So if you're outside of that time zone, you'll have to convert your hours. It looks like they're trying to get someone to start in April. So it's a little bit of ways for the start date. Pay for this one is $17.50 an hour. If you've made it to the end of this video, I owe you a huge thank you so much for watching and supporting me. You can always feel free to leave in the comments anything that you're looking for. I do read those and keep that in mind. Don't forget, if you enjoyed anything that I shared, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, like button. Sharing is always caring, so please share with all your friends and family, and I'll be back really soon with more work from home job leads just for you.